It's Tone Capone. You already know what time it is. Let's go. Welcome to Waves of the Bay. Yeah, I said it's Waves of the Bay. If you ain't about the action, better find another lane. If you ain't providing platforms, better find another stage. I'm living in my purpose, every day is game day. And now it's time to level up. Give the people what they want, show the artist off and strut. Let the music do the talking while the talent gets the fun. They said it's all written, but I had to change the font. Come on, because I do what I want. Champions win, so I'm not about to taunt. After all the smoke clears, I'll be standing right here at the top with my peers, living life without fears. I'm full speed ahead, never looking in the mirror, never looking in the rear, cause I'm known to switch gears. Hey mom, thanks for raising me to be so brave. Tampa Bay, yeah, it's time for y'all to catch this wave. Ride the wave. Let's go. Let's go. Set it off. Set it off. Smooth beats with it, man. I gotta love it, man. Everything I'm trying to tell y'all, everything I'm playing tonight is Tampa Bay based. Even the production I'm speaking over. Shout out to Sam Illy. Yo, super dopeness, man. Everything I played so far has been Tampa Bay based. I'm not gonna go over the songs right now, but if you guys hit the webpage up, wmnf.org, you'll be able to see the playlist right there. I'm keeping up with everything in real time. I promise y'all, I'm trying to stay on top of it for y'all, but I just don't feel like going back and just talking about the songs unless, you know, it's one of these new records I'm about to break, which is going to be an hour or two. I got like 5 new songs to break probably. It's gonna be a good time over here. But yo, I welcome everybody back to Waves of the Bay. This is Tone Capone. This is the Best of the Bay winning Waves of the Bay, because what we do is celebrate you guys right there. They like to call y'all local artists. I'm not so fond of that term right there. I like to call y'all homegrown talent, our independent artists out here. And I have one of them on the line right now. She goes by the name of Artis, and I got a brand new track to debut from her as well tonight. So Artis, is you with me?
I'm here.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. I'm living. I'm having a good time over here playing music for y'all and just bugging out, honestly, man. Music is that therapy, you know? So I'm loving it, you dig?
Yeah, for sure.
But yo, welcome to Waves of the Bay, and I got this new track from you that I actually spun a couple weeks ago, so we got that super exclusive. And
yes.
Let's actually talk about that. Thank you for sending it over to me first off. I definitely appreciate you. But what has been like the early feedback you've gotten from it?
Man, it's been amazing. I wanted something that was a very feel-good vibe, something that kind of reminded me of home. Just back in the day where everything was just fun and, you know, a lot of energy, good vibes. So that's what it's been about. Shout out to Illusions and a couple of clubs that I played it for, just to kind of get the crowd reaction and, you know, people moving and dancing and shaking. So, you know.
It seems like that vibe to it. But when you say back home, what's back home?
Well, you know, Tampa Bay.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, all right.
813, baby.
Like, hold up now.
Yeah.
So, how did you link up with Tropical for this one?
We actually have been working on a couple of tracks together. At first, it was going to be like an EP, but just with the wave of everything, I'm like, no, we probably need to do more singles. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of just been on the back end doing a lot of research. You know, always working, even if it's behind the scenes, and just, you know, putting certain things together. So I hit him up one day just because the vibe of the projects that I had been working with is I just needed to find the love again in music. I think for a while I was getting so caught up in just the business of it and the numbers, and sometimes it could take away from your creativity. So I decided I wanted to kind of give homage back to tracks or just certain artist themes that made me even want to be an artist, which a lot of my influence is the 90s, a lot of the soul stuff. So we kind of started from there.
I love to hear that right there. And for anybody just now tuning in, once again, we have Artis on the line, R&B artist. I'll probably call you entrepreneur. I know you out there hustling, getting it on. So we're talking about the new track We Swangin' featuring Tropical. We played it a couple weeks ago. We're going to officially debut it here with you on the line. And it just has that Tampa vibe to it. So when y'all linked up over the production, like how long did it take you guys to knock this track out?
Honestly, it didn't take long. Shout out to Chris, though. He's actually produced the track, him and Tropical, and I kind of just hit them up. I was listening to the songs, and when I heard, Swing My Way, I'm just listening to it, and I'm like, I think I want to do something with this. So I think they got the beat back to me in like a day.
Okay.
And we went ahead and started to lay it down. Like we actually have had it laid down for months, probably over like 6 months. But in that process, I just kept working on different singles, different projects. And as we were, getting feedback, Swing was just the one. Every single time somebody heard it, it was like infectious. They wanted to keep playing it. So I'm like, yeah, I think this is the one.
So how many do you actually have like stored up in the vault right now then?
Right now, about 7 or 8.
Okay. And what are you planning on doing with that? Are we just dropping singles, or we have an EP on the way? Like, what should we expect out of Artis?
Right now, it's most definitely dropping singles. Just looking at how everything is going, I kind of want to give my audience a lot more of me. And also, I know you're familiar, especially if you've been to any of my shows. Y'all know I got bars, too. So I've been kind of wanting to transition more into what I've always wanted to do, kind of blend the melodies with the rap.
Okay.
So this way it's allowing me, with dropping the singles, to kind of give them a little bit of both and, hone in on my sound overall. So it's been fun.
It sounds like it's been fun. So especially considering that you said you kind of like lost the love for the music business, I shall say. Was it really about the business, or was it about like the artistry?
I think it was overall just kind of, it was starting to get stressful, where everything, when you're doing it with a passion, but eventually, you do want to eventually get paid for your hard work and your creativity. And now there's things that I really want to do, but just not having the budget or all the tools for it. So now I can't do it at the level that I feel I should be doing it at, just off of what I've already done, instead of just being happy to do it. You know what I mean? Because now I am worried about how everything looks and the numbers of things and how it's going to reach this audience and what marketers are going to be looking at this, instead of just doing me, just the natural raw talent that God gave me, and just allowing that to transcend. Now everything is just about a numbers game. So it was just kind of, it just was taken away just from the essence of what it felt like.
Pulls that energy from you.
And have fun, yeah, for sure. I still had the love for the shows, though. Like, I love doing the shows. But other than that, it was just kind of like, just kind of being in a slump for a while,
Yeah, for sure. And we're talking with Artis right now on the line, R&B artist, entrepreneur. And you kind of hit something on the stage game part of it. Like, I have this, how many shows I've done in the past. I've had you rock some of our shows as well. Shout out to H. Loud on 7th is going on right now, as far as like for artists of our caliber out here in Tampa Bay, But a lot of artists, I find, like, they will declare themselves the best of, or, I'm such and such, but they ain't never hit a stage. So can you explain to me, like, that connection that you feel when you're on stage?
I absolutely love the stage. For me, it is my getaway. It's a high for me. I think because I really believe in the power of energy transfer, and just being able to, when you're on that stage, I just don't take it lightly. Especially when, for me, I feel like the gift is on me whether I'm on or off the stage. But when I'm on stage, like, I have to be very particular on what I'm transcending to the people. So the favorite part is just the women. When the women are coming up to me and they're talking to me just about certain things they went through, or just kind of like, I wasn't even gonna come out tonight, girl, but you got me feeling myself, like. Or even the guys, just kind of being able to respect raw talent and be able to connect with people outside of just being sexy. You know what I'm saying? Or just being a female. Like, it's like, I'm talented for real. I'm really giving y'all, like, this is blood, sweat, and tears. I've worked myself up to a certain name on this stage, and I believe that's because I actually care about connecting.
I'm so glad you hit on that too, because I definitely see the. I guess I won't say like the view when it comes to women artists in the industry, you know, like it definitely has to be sexy. Everything has to be like raunchy at this point, almost, in order to sell or be on the radio. Like, when you hear music like that, and you're telling me you're like a 90s baby or 90s head when it comes to music, like, what do you think the difference in R&B has been?
Overall, I'll say some of it is just the talent. I feel like a lot of it is watered down. People are they're just getting up doing stuff. And I feel like what I loved about the artists growing up is you couldn't just get up and do what Michael Jackson did, what Janet Jackson did, even what Beyonce did. You could tell that, like, they worked hard on their craft. Like, they took little intricate moments of time and they put pieces together. Like, they really, when they did shows, I'm not just jumping on stage with the track behind, with a whole bunch of people all on stage, and we're just jumping around. It's more kind of like, this is art. This is a feeling.
There's a theme.
Like,
there's a concept.
You know, like, that's what I mean. It just has to be a vibe, and that's, as a performer, you're supposed to control the vibe. That's what you do. You can change the whole vibe of how somebody feels. That's the power of music. And I just kind of feel like for a while people were losing that, or just not even, just kind of taking the gift lightly, because it's really a gift. It's not something that everybody could just do. Like, music makes you feel things.
All the way. And for anybody out there that's listening right now, I have Artis on the line right now, but if you have never actually hit a stage and try to perform for people and try to remember your words and try to connect with the audience and all of that, then, you know, your margin for talking is kind of small, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole different ball game. When them lights go on, them things get hot. So you got to be ready, like, for real. Like, and it's one thing, I've seen people freeze up, and I've seen people just go all out, and you're one of them go all out people, and I love watching you, perform. Right, like, what are we doing here? We here to rock. Like, this is why we're here. So I want you to tell people the meaning behind your name.
Artis, she stems from She Is Art, which actually started back with from my poetry. I've been loving music, dabbling in music since I was 5 years old. So I've kind of been in and out for a long time. And when I kind of lost myself before, what kind of helped me get back was my poetry. So when I started back, you know, sharing my stuff and sharing my content, it was under She Is Art. And I got with some people, and we were just talking about my name. At the time, I was Sierra Nicole. But I just didn't feel like it was edgy enough. My lyricism is hard. Like, I have that like soft face, sensual demeanor. But yeah, if we spitting, then I'm really spitting. I come from lyricists like Lauryn Hill and Tupac. Like, I really care about the message that I'm putting into my words and to the people. So we kind of were just talking, and She Is Art was so dope to people. And I was like, I don't want to lose that. So we just were sitting there, and they was like, why don't we flip it? Instead of She Is Art, what about Artis She? And it just went from there, and it just went from deeper, just being art. Like, an art gallery has so many pieces on the wall, and I feel like as artists in general, but specifically women, they're always trying to box us. Like, you can only do one thing, you can only be this. That's not what art is. Art just makes you feel art is whatever it is that day. You know what I mean? So that's why I took on Artistry, because that's what it is. Like, you're gonna always feel something with me. Like, don't get caught up in if I'm the R&B queen, or, oh, she can rap, or she could do this. Like, everything is art.
Oof.
So,
I promise you, this is why I ask these questions right here, man. This is the reason why we have Waves of the Bay, is so we can get to know artists in our own backyard, our homegrown talent. Just like I said, man, we won Best of the Bay for putting on for y'all. And that's not a surprise. It's because we have so much talent in Tampa.
Yeah.
Like, I can easily play nothing but Tampa Bay for, we're over a year in on, like, this is episode 56. That's 112 hours of Tampa Bay right there. And easy to do because we have so much talent. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I want to know, you worked with Tropical on this one. Who have you worked with, or who do you have songs that you're about to drop with from artists around this area?
Me and LA the GOAT have a song coming out. That one also has some 90s influence. I can't wait to introduce that to y'all. It's the grown and sexy type of vibe. I'm hitting all corners with these singles, but it's still all it's all gonna bring you back though. That's what it was for me. It was like a certain nostalgia I think I was searching for. So every track I did, it had to take me back to a place of happiness where creating was just everything for me. So if I wasn't feeling the beat, or if the track was seeming too forced, we're not doing it. So, but yeah, me and LA the GOAT, we most definitely have something going on for sure.
Let me ask you this before I get you up out of here. You talked about the music business. So I want to know, can you give anybody out there a gem that you wish that you knew when you got started?
I wish I knew when I got started. Learn as much as you can, man. Like, and don't get so caught up in community is good, but you have to stay focused. Don't get caught up in the cliques or the crowd or just having certain people there, because when God gives you a gift, when he gives you a purpose, he gives it to you. So you can't waver based off if this person leaves or if that person leaves. You have to stay the course, and I think it's easier to do that the more equipped you become. Learn how to do your own mixes, learn how to do your own videos, learn how to do as much as you can, so now you don't feel like you have to rely on certain relationships to still put out what God has already given you, because he gave it to you. So you shouldn't have to rely on nobody but you and him, honestly.
And did he make a mistake giving it to you? Of course not. He don't make mistakes.
Of course not.
He don't make mistakes. I love that right there, man. Thank you for giving that to the people out there. Another gem, learn your business, man. Like, straight up. Have everything ready to go, because y'all can be getting paid for, open mic performances. Y'all can definitely be getting paid for streams. If you're not business savvy when it comes to the music business, then please start doing some research. Hit YouTube up. There's plenty of resources around Tampa Bay, actually, man. Hit up Benton or Symphonic Distribution. Like, there's plenty of places and people you guys can holler at when it comes to the music business. So make sure you have a plan, because a lot of artists out here do not have a plan. They drop music and they have no plan behind it. I don't see any videos. I don't see any marketing. I don't see any promotion. None of that. So that's my little vent session for all the artists out there. And I do have Artis She, because she is art. Such a dope name. But we're about to go ahead and spin this We Swangin'. So go ahead and set this up for everybody out there in Tampa Bay.
All right, y'all. This is my official single. It will be releasing September 12th. We Swangin'.
Hey. The super exclusive. And make sure you tell everybody how they can find you on social media, too.
Yes, you can most definitely find me at Artis She. That's ARTISSHI. You can find me on Artis She or Artis She Music, which is ARTISHI Music. Simple as that. And also shout out to Tropical as well. You can find him on the number one TROPIXAL.
Shout out to Tropical, man. Y'all did this on this track right here. I'm so happy with this track. I'm happy to be talking with you. Thank you for taking some time out of your evening in order to speak with us. And thank you again for sending me the exclusive, because I've had this for a few weeks. This is number 2. I think I spent this right here. So who else is doing this in the city? Ain't nobody, man. I got this and I'm spinning it and I love it. And thank you so much, Artis. It's been great talking with you.
We appreciate you too.
For sure. And I appreciate you as well. Have a great rest of your evening. Please be safe out there. We're about to drop this track right now. This is Waves of the Bay. Everybody out there, man, this is the reason why we are here. We are here for the artists of Tampa Bay. We won our Best of Bay by being the best on-air celebration of local artists. And once again, I do not like to refer to our artists as local, because if you have your business right, if you have your distribution right, you can be all over the world. Right now, Theo Lodge is international, doing shows as we speak. And this track right here is on all streaming platforms, which means that it is not local. That means it's global. So here we go. Artistry featuring Tropical. We swangin'. It's Tone Capone. You already know what time it is. Let's go. Welcome to Waves of the Bay. Yeah, I said it's Waves of the Bay. If you ain't about the action, better find another lane. If you ain't providing platforms, better find another stage. I'm living in my purpose, every day is game day. And now it's time to level up. Give the people what they want, show the artist off and strut. Let the music do the talking while the talent gets the fun. They said it's all written, but I had to change the font. Come on, because I do what I want. Champions win, so I'm not about to taunt. After all the smoke clears, I'll be standing right here at the top with my peers, living life without fears. I'm full speed ahead, never looking in the mirror, never looking in the rear, cause I'm known to switch gears. Hey mom, thanks for raising me to be so brave. Tampa Bay, yeah, it's time for y'all to catch this wave. Ride the wave.